Good morning, everybody. Thinking area 36, last one. Super-optimism. Woo! This is a kind of cool one. Not a lot I can say on it, but I'm just going to go through this one now. But there's some cool stuff regarding super-optimism. Let's just read what it says. If he decides he wants to do something, he considers it as good as done. As he approaches a criminal activity or dysfunctional behavior, he reaches a state of absolute certainty that he won't get caught. Jeez. That's heavy. Hey? I've been there, eh? And the thing is, you only think you're a criminal once you get caught. Huh? Like, it's only a illegal activity if I'm in cuffs. But otherwise, it's all good. I'm all right. I'm doing the right thing. Yeah. One of the things that stand out to me about this thinking area is our decision making. We don't consider all kinds of facts, and we don't ask for advice. We don't go to the right people regarding certain things. People with experience with these kind of things. You ask them for advice, and then you make a decision from there. We don't do that often enough. We actually, in addiction, we just make decisions from how the way we feel. And then as quick as that, we make a decision and we think we don't think about the consequences. And then the consequences happen. And then suddenly all sorry. Oh, wish I never did it. Why do they catch me? Next time I'm going to be smarter. I'm going to catch me. Next time I'm going to be really, really smart. Doesn't work like that. He doesn't examine reasonable doubts about anything if he wants done. If he tells himself maybe, he regards it as a yes. Even like, I told you guys before, even in when I tell people directly like no, they like not today, Jacques. So come back later. Huh? But it's the truth. They don't take it. And even a yes, like am I in trouble? Yes. What? No. Can't be. Can't be. But anyway, so we don't think properly. We are warped because of things, because we manipulated so much. We took yes, no's from our families to like I shouldn't ask them now, I should ask them later. My mom drinks a glass of wine at 8. When she's a bit tipsy, I'm going to ask her for money. Because I know she gets I'm even going to buy her a bottle of wine. You know what I mean? To make sure she gets it in. Yeah, it's true. Okay, so super optimism, one of the examples I can give you is this. Running away from a rehab. Seems at the time really, really good idea. And you're amped. Yeah. You prepped, you got all your clothes, you didn't know. Okay, this actually happened. Yeah. So, two gentlemen decided they were going to run away. And they decided the night before what they're going to do. It's probably planning like in advance. I'm not giving you guys any pointers. We've stopped it. So you know. So this is their reasoning. Okay. I'm going to take my clothes in a bag, put it in the washing machine. Then when everybody's asleep, I stole a key last week for the back door. So when I have the key, I'm going to open it, we're going to take our clothes, and we're just going to duck. Because, let's be honest, I can't take it anymore. I want to see my kids. They're the love of my life. I'm very sentimental about them. They really need me at this stage. I know I wasn't there for the last 3 years of his life, but he really needs me now. Okay, so, boof. There's my decision made. My family needs me. I'm on my way. Meanwhile, they send you here because you made huge trouble at home. Anyway, we'll get there now. So, they even write me letters the previous night before, well, the night they ran away, like a deer Jacques. I just want to let you know. I don't know, the letter said a lot of stuff. But it was very funny because I could actually check his where he was in his flipping head. Like he says, my heart's beating so fast. He says, I can't believe I'm doing this tonight. I'm going to run. You're not going to catch me. I'm going to get you. You won't even see me. I'm gone. Can't wait. I wanted to tell you, but you're sleeping. No. Yeah, so it's a big thing for him. So he's telling me how he feels on this piece of paper. Now, whoops, he runs away. First thing that happens is we find the family. So everything that you thought, you didn't go to the fact that if you run, all the progress that you've made, even in your head, the tiny little progress that you think you've made, disappears. Disappears. Nothing. It damages it. Damages it. There's no thinking or action by running away from something that you need that's going to help you with your relationships with your families. Nothing. At this stage, while you just being here helps restore those things without lifting a finger, because that's who God is. Amen. Without lifting a finger. Whew. Anyway, so meanwhile, if you really think about this whole situation, these children, they relapse, by the way, immediately, hours away from here. After they told me many a time that they are fine, Jacques, I know what I'm doing wrong. It won't happen again. I've made the decision. It's in my heart. God told me. You know how many times people told me that? And I can't blatantly come in and say, bull. And the other word. So I know. And at that stage I knew. So they relapsed when they ducked here. They immediately, they made some trouble. And thank God they're okay today. More than okay. But anyway, one of them are more than okay. But they both ran away here, destroying whatever they built up here was destroyed. Their family was in tears with me over, we didn't know where they were, that kind of feeling. I don't know if some of you stayed away from home for a long time, periods of time. I'm sure some of you did. Okay. I spoke to someone's family the other day, and I can understand now, not now, but I understand it a while back, obviously, but the kind of anguish and pain and the absolute worry and anxiety of just knowing that you don't know where your kid is absolutely flipping mind-blowing. It does internal, dysfunctional damage. It ruins so many things. And you know what? You know what I did sometimes, Mario? On that kind of emotion, I came back and then I still came and asked for some money or some cars or whatever, because I knew now I'm back at home, so my mother's really relieved. So I use that. I use that. It's bad. That's what we all do. Well, maybe I'm not saying all of us, but just me, I don't know. But yeah, that was their thinking. So their thinking was going home. They didn't speak to people like me saying, Jacques, listen, bro, I want to run. I don't feel lekker, yeah. I don't feel it. It's not lekker. It's not lekker for me. Obviously, I am, and Dirkie, and Rolf, and Lucas, and Kevin, and all the people involved, the counselors, are the right people to speak to you when you feel like that, am I right? Yeah. That would be sound reasoning. That'll be something to go talk to them about. But instead, you speak to you these ways. Good idea, my man. Let me help. I'll put the bag in the washing machine for you. I'm on washing. Huh? Don't worry, I got it. Buy me a Coke, pack of smokes. I'm in. Ne? Now you get caught. Oh, no. Punishment. No. Look, Jacques, was it? I won't do it again. You don't think about consequences, bro. These are consequences, by the way. You guys know this, right? Not trials and tribulations. Like James says, you know what I mean? Count them all as joy is what he actually says. Because the testing of faith produces endurance, and endurance has full of faith. You know, so may be perfect, lacking in nothing. Beautiful scripture. Beautiful. But they didn't use sound reasoning. You're here for your consequences. Did you think that well, maybe you did at the end of it, but did you think the way you were thinking or acting or behaving would end you up here? When you're in it? No. You don't. But if you did sound reasoning, listen, should I put the straw up my nose? What will happen if I put the straw up my nose? I could lose everything I love, everything I have, and everything I want to be. Nope. Instead, we choose something else. We choose to lose everything that we love. We choose to lose everything that we want. We give up our futures. Choose these things. And then you want to say in how you get it back. Freaks me out. The first rule of rehab. No, I'm kidding. Just first rule about rehab, don't talk about rehab. Second rule about rehab is don't talk about rehab. No. This is it reminds me of a joke like that. How do you know a guy does CrossFit? He tells you. Anyway. So if I don't get caught, I'm not a criminal. That's why some of you have these little clicks here in flipping rehab. Don't get caught. Like you feel proud of yourself. Like, just call the guy chop. He doesn't even know about it. That's wrong, man. That's wrong. If you don't change the little things, you won't change the big things. Tonight at worship, I'm going to try to get that clip for you so I can play it before worship about, Rolf spoke about it too, about the Admiral with making your bed in the morning. Got a media guy. But anyway, you must change the small things to change the big things. The one who can be trusted with little can be trusted with much. And also in Matthew it says that the one who has much more will be given, and the one who has little more will be taken. It's a heavy principle, bro. How much are you more prepared to lose? Haven't you lost enough? Why don't you surround yourself with people who can influence your life in making better decisions? Not under the smoking tree or lapa or whatever you guys smoke now, blah, blah, blah. I'm not picking on anybody now, but I saw yesterday a guy hold a smoke like he's holding a crack pipe. And I know about holding a crack pipe. Old behavior. Stop it. Start changing little things. Start making good decisions. Okay, so this is very cool. Sound reasoning. It says to have sound reasoning or decision chain element, or to how to start making sound decisions, is the first one says, ask yourself these couple of questions. The first one is, what is my approach to comparing and selecting my best alternatives? How can I explain this choice to others? Should I drop any alternative or ethical reasons? No, forget about that. Ask your head this. What would be the best alternative? Do people I trust, respect / care about agree with my logic decision? Do the people I care about, so if I make a huge decision in my life, I'm going to involve Rolf and Dirkie, and Lucas, Kevin, a little bit of V. Always good to have a woman's perspective. Always. Just letting you know, it's wise to have some of the wisest people I know are women, by the way. Anyway, so when I make a huge decision for my life, I involve them. I don't involve this-o. I'm not picking on you. Or this-o. Or that-o. Because I know for a fact he doesn't know what is going on at the moment. He wants to leave just as bad as I do. So I'm not going to ask him because he's going to say to me, run. Take your shit and run. That's the truth. But birds of a feather. Misery loves company. Woo. So guess what? If I'm miserable, look, dude, it's a constant fight in your mind, doing the right thing. It becomes natural, but you still have to fight this thing. Not my left arm, the body. So fight. How determined were you, Mabru, when you were just running out of drugs or just running out of the things that you need to get to another place? How determined were you? Nothing could stop you. Absolutely nothing. And now you have to change your life. Ooh. Ach, no. That's the truth, man. Must always be real, bro. It's the truth. What rehab would this be if we sold your drug of choice at the truck shop? You would stay forever. Can I please have a bag of this? What you got in today, Rolf? All right, can I have a bag of that? Hey? Yeah. You would probably, Mom, listen, I extended myself for another 4 months. Things are going really well. You know, I've been centering myself and finding God. Such a good place is Jericho. Yeah. Yeah. P.S. Please send more tuck. Stuff's expensive. I started smoking crack now. But it's the truth. Changing your life's not easy. Getting what you want's hard. You have to fight for it. Make sure it's important. I like saying that because it's a revelation of mine that I had and God gave it to me. The things that are important to me are worth more than the things I think I need. Lauren sent me this. Your mind is a battlefield. Be its commander, not its soldier.
Amen. Sure. Nice one.
Nice one. Okay. Emotional effect on the mind. It's an unrealistic perspective, stupidity. That's a rough one. Stupidity, entangled, confused mind. Corrective, by fact-finding, by research. So, you do a lot of research. No, I'm not even going to talk about that. Never mind. The weighing alternatives. Like, what would be the outcome? Should get some stuff here. Stickers, I don't know. What will be the alternative? What will be bad for you if you don't think about these things? Because we think about so many other things that we don't think about what's happening ahead. So I must finish the 6 months, yes, but what's going to happen after that? So if I'm in this now, what will be my best thinking? What do I need to achieve while I'm here? And I can guarantee you, it's not the time. Some people take longer than other people. So why? So I have this time. What is my best decisions that I can make for my future today? Today. Rolf said it so eloquently. Blows my mind that way. Absolutely blessed to have him in my life. Blessed. Happens today. Today I choose life. Today I change my life. Not when I duck or when I leave. My hope's not when I leave. I'm going to hope to be a better person when I leave. Yeah, fine. But my hope doesn't start there. It starts today. I work on my future today. My reasoning and super-optimism and all these kind of things. And I changed my life. Doesn't happen like that, boo. It's a process of things. And trust the people in your life, like your counselors, and the one almighty God, to work through us for your best. He's the one who changes hearts. He's the one who changes seasons. He's the one. He puts kings in power. He removes kings from power. Every authority that you guys are facing was put there by God. Every monitor in this place, put there by God. See, people don't see these things like his eyes anymore. They think they're in their little worlds, and they're going to grow up to be this awesome thing, and they're going to go to heaven, and everything's going to be fine. You have responsibility, my bro. I really hope that you guys grasp that you have such an amazing opportunity here, a big one. To change everything about you that you think you don't like. And what better place to do it than with God holding your hand? Anyway, let's just look at some other stuff. And there's another thing about super optimism that we always don't understand: disappointment. You set yourself up such high standards. You are so optimistic about your future and where it's going and what's going to happen with it. And then the first hiccup is, over. You suck on that pipe again. Disappointment is a real thing, right? It happens to everybody. Not just to you. You're not that important. It's also biblical. Pastor Kevin on Sunday. My word will not return to me empty, but will accomplish what I desire. If you don't do it, get out of the way. God's coming through. Amen. You're either with Him or out of the way. Amen. The thing is, what He says will happen if I do it or not. At this moment, we are doing it. We are doing God's purpose. We drive, we go, we committed, we passionate, we want to serve God all our way. But if one day should come, God will still do this thing, but with someone else. He will not choose God. That's who He is. And the gifts that He's given me is to glorify Him. So everything that you do to the glory of God. When last did you make a decision and you prayed before you made it? I'm serious. Most of the time, the last thing we do is the first thing we should have done. And that's pray. Lord, I'm feeling like running away. Things are overwhelming. Should I steal this car? Should I run? What should I do? Please, drop to your knees. Help me. What will a father do in that situation? What will your father do in that situation? He'll help you. God doesn't want you to go astray. He wants you to ask Him, like dads do. So think before you act. Simple. Make, go. Shame. Just if everything's important to you, make decisions from that kind of point. If changing life is important, then make decisions from there. Not from the other place, from frustration and anger and emotional unwellness. Don't make decisions from there because they will pass. But surround yourself with people who can make decisions for you and love you. Not your drug dealer or your boyfriend that smacks you around or the wife that screams at you all the time. Surround yourself with people who's got your best interest at heart. Pay it if you like. Father God, thank you, Lord, for this great opportunity to speak about you and learn from you. And I lift up everybody in this room to you, Father. I pray that you give them sound minds to make sound decisions for a sound life. I pray that they choose life. Please guide us in situations that we find ourselves in. I pray that we look for wisdom in anything that we do. I pray that we put you first. And all of this is for you, and we love you. In Jesus' name.